Hi, it's Mark Graban here. We are on a bit of a hiatus with the Habitual Excellence podcast from Value Capture, but I wanted to tell you about a webinar that we would invite you to attend. It's being presented on October 18th, 1 o'clock Eastern Time. It's free. It is titled Seizing the Healthcare Safety Opportunity Using the Playbook of Paul O'Neill. You can learn more. You can register by going to valuecapturellc.com/webinars or look for a link in the show notes in your podcast app. So this webinar is going to be presented by me. It's going to be presented by Ken Segel, the CEO of Value Capture. This is a webinar version of a presentation that we first gave in August in a live setting, the Michigan Lean Consortium annual conference, and we want to bring the presentation to a wider audience, to you or to anybody who can join us on the webinar. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the webinar description, as you can find on our website. Again, go to valuecapturellc.com/webinars and click on the register link for this webinar. In healthcare organizations, the COVID crisis has damaged worker safety, both physically and psychologically. Many organizations are struggling deeply with morale, and they face difficulties in recruiting and retaining staff. But it's been demonstrated that every institution can rebuild trust and solve these challenges by dramatically growing its ability to keep providers and patients safe by leading and engaging everyone in different ways. Paul O'Neill, the former Alcoa CEO, U.S. Treasury Secretary, healthcare safety pioneer, and Value Capture's first non-executive chair, relentlessly demonstrated a leadership playbook, if you will, that started with workforce safety as the lever to achieve habitual excellence, which then produced world-leading results in every core measure. The webinar will bring Paul O'Neill's approach to life for people in attendance by comparing maybe what you might consider the typical practices in healthcare with case examples from not just Alcoa, but from the institutions in healthcare and the leaders there who have applied this playbook. So the learning objectives include understanding, first, the differences between the framework demonstrated by Paul O'Neill and typical leadership approaches. Secondly, the applications of the playbook principles through case examples that illustrate each critical component. Third, how to use safety as a non-arguable lever for creating habits that lead to habitual excellence across all measures. And fourth and finally, the breakthrough results, examples of these that have been achieved through this approach. So again, I'll be there with Ken Segel. He's the CEO and one of the co-founders of Value Capture. The webinar, again, is being held October 18th, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's going to go for about an hour. If you're not able to attend live, please register anyway. We will follow up. We will send you a recording of the webinar, and we'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback and reflections. So again, the webinar is Seizing the Healthcare Safety Opportunity Using the Playbook of Paul O'Neill. You can go to valuecapturellc.com/webinars to register today. If you're listening to this after October 18th, you can register and we'll send you'll be able to access the recording right away. Or after October 18th, we encourage you to check out the Value Capture YouTube channel. But either way, we're excited to be sharing these I think powerful principles and actions that come from the legacy of Paul O'Neill, and to share how people are putting those principles into action today to great benefit. So again, please join us on October 18th, valuecapturellc.com/webinars. Thanks for listening to Habitual Excellence presented by Value Capture. We hope you'll subscribe to the podcast, and please also rate and review it in your favorite podcast directory or app. To learn more about Value Capture and how we can help your organization on this journey to habitual excellence, visit our website at www.valuecapturellc.com.